tinga, tinga, tinga. Tinga, 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 tinga. Tinga, tinga is a land full of stories and surprises.
Tell me about it.
If you like to wonder why, Tinga Tinga is a land of wise.
You won't believe your eyes.
Why I swing from tree to tree.
One more trunk is long.
Why I'm so
Why I
slow.
take, why my skin is smooth and slick.
You ask why?
Why?
You ask why?
There's a story.
Lots of stories
Beneath the Tinga sky.
Tinga Tinga Tinga.
Tales from Africa.
Tales from Africa.
Tinga, tinga, tinga.
Look at all my friends. I'll tell you why. Why Bush Baby has big eyes. But you see, there was a time when Bush Baby didn't have big eyes.
It's Bush Baby. Now, which way was it? Was it this way or was it that way?
Jumbo, Bush Baby.
Jumbo monkeys.
Are you lost?
Me? Lost? No. Why? It's just you are looking everywhere and saying, now which way is it?
So we thought maybe you are lost.
Me? Lost? I'm not lost. Oh, no.
But Bush Baby's eyes were so small that she was always getting lost, even though she'd never admit it.
That's elephant. It must be important. Yes, we must go immediately.
Wrong way, Bush Baby.
I've never seen anything like it on all my travels. What is it? What is it?
Well, it's just a very big hole, guinea fowl.
Ooh, a very big new hole with lots of lovely fresh mud.
But it wasn't here yesterday, and big holes don't just appear. Where did it come from, Your Majesty? Who made it, and why?
Too many questions, too many questions.
Guinea fowl is right. Big holes like this don't just appear overnight. This is the work of Majitu.
Majitu?
Oh, Tortoise, Majitu is just an old tale about a big giant who used to roam about Tinga Tinga. It doesn't exist.
I hate to interrupt, Your Majesty, but from up here, that hole does look very much like the footprint of a very large beast.
What? The footprint of a giant beast. A giant beast? Look, there's a giant in Tinga Tinga.
A giant? A giant?
And not just any giant. Majitu, the great giant of Tinga Tinga.
Go on, Tortoise, go on. This is fascinating.
Majitu is so big, he makes elephant look like the size of a flea.
Ooh.
So tall, he makes giraffe look the size of a tiny ant.
Huh?
So scary, he makes...
Thank you, Tortoise, but no beast has ever seen this giant Majitu. As I said, it's just an old Tinga Tinga tale.
If no beast has ever seen him, then he can't exist.
Well said, Bush Baby. Now, let's just get on with our day, shall we?
Big news! Big news! Trees have fallen in the forest and no bird knows why.
Aha! Majitu the giant.
A giant! It's a giant!
Stop saying that! Stop saying giant!
Elephant, we won't see Majitu. Giants don't exist.
Precisely. Let's just go and see, shall we?
Come on, Bush Baby. Come on, come on.
Let's go.
It must have been a giant. It must have been a giant.
Did any bird see a giant?
No, we didn't see a giant. We didn't see a giant.
Well, if you can't see him, he doesn't exist.
Quite right, Bush Baby. Giants don't exist.
But who could do such a thing to such big trees?
Majitu! It is said that Majitu the giant is so big, he can walk around the world in a single day. Knocking down trees and squashing...
Stop this nonsense, Tortoise.
What in Tinga Tinga was that?
Come on, let's go and see.
Bush baby, what if Majitu is real?
Look, no one's ever seen this Majitu, so he can't be real.
Oh, no! The water hole is empty. Who could have drunk so much water?
Majitu?
A giant so big that he could swallow an ocean in a single gulp.
Oh no! It's a giant! It's a giant! It's here!
Kimyeni, calm down.
Yes, Lion.
Now, listen, everyone. This is getting silly. Giants do not exist.
If you can't see him, he's not real.
Well, I've never seen anything like this.
If Majitu exists, we have to see him. Agreed?
Yes, Your Majesty.
So, we'll start at the top of the mountain.
Oh, we're sure to spot Majitu from up here, all right.
Let's look, shall we? You see? A few wildebeest, a river. All is at peace in Tinga Tinga. No giants anywhere to be seen.
Perhaps Majitu doesn't exist after all.
Told you. If you can't see him, he's not real.
He could be hiding.
And where could a giant as big as Majitu hide?
In the great cave.
Well, let's go and see, shall we?
Yes, let's go and see.
We have to.
Oh, we're never going to see a giant, are we?
That's because they don't exist.
We know.
I must admit, even I'm beginning to have my doubts.
Calm down. It's just bats.
Phew, that was a bit scary. You're telling me? What are you doing here?
Waiting for Majitu, the giant.
Majitu the giant?
We think he might be hiding in your cave.
In my cave? There is no giant in my cave.
That's because if you can't see him, he doesn't exist.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Well, animals?
We have searched the whole of Tinga Tinga, and there is no sign of a giant.
Tortoise?
Majitu the giant does not exist.
I told you.
Thank you, Tortoise. Now, I suggest we all get a good night's sleep.
Well, I might have got a little carried away.
Giants.
Well, I'm glad Majitu doesn't exist.
Me too. Me 3.
Me 4.
Now, which way is it back to my nest?
Bush baby, do you want us to take you home?
No, thank you. Well, be careful of Majitu then. Ooh. I told you giants don't exist. Now, I'm sure it was this way. Or was it that way? What was that? Looked like some very big feet. Don't be silly. It's my tiny eyes playing tricks. Now, I'm sure it's this way. Yes, this way. Is that Majitu the giant? No. You're just seeing things. Giants don't exist. Giants don't exist. Giants don't exist. Giants don't exist. Giants don't exist.
Ah, that's Majitu! I thought you said giants didn't exist.
They don't. Giants don't exist at all. Majitu! I see him! I see Majitu! Hello! Giants do exist! Majitu the giant does exist!
Bye-bye.
Bye, Majitu! Majitu! Everybody, everybody! I've seen Majitu the giant! I saw Majitu. I saw him with my very own eyes.
Don't be silly, Bush Baby.
Your eyes do look big enough to have seen a giant.
Yes, they do.
That's because I saw Majitu. He was very, very big and very nice too.
And that is why Bush Baby has big eyes.
From the day she saw Majitu the giant,
Her eyes became as big as planets.
He had these big, big feet.
That's enough, Bush Baby.
If you don't believe me, ask Bat. Bat saw him too. Did you see the giant?
Yes, he was the size of a mountain.
See? I told you.
Too scared. Too scared.
and Bat in his cave? Well, that's a whole other story.
Tinga sky. Tinga tinga tinga.
Cheza, cheza, come on, dance. Imba, imba, come on, sing.
Tinga tinga tinga.
Shuka, shuka, shake it down. Woo-hoo. Ruka, ruka, jump around. Woo! Tales from Africa.
Tales from Africa.